Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Alex Dodds here. It's day 4 of our holiday in Benidorm, Costa Blanca in Spain. Today is Friday the 13th of September. Friday the 13th. Oh dear, one of the unluckiest days of the year. Last time I did a video on Friday the 13th was, funny enough, Friday the 13th of September 2013 when I went to Aberdeen. But this time I'm in Spain. And day 4 here, we're actually going to travel to Alicante itself. We're going to go up to the Benidorm tram stop, and we'll get the Alicante tram system into Alicante. The journey takes about 70 minutes. Already I've had a bit of bad luck this morning. When I was getting me breakfast in the restaurant, I slipped on a wet patch. So just hopefully no more bad luck will happen. Now the weather has been raining again. Clouds look not too bad. The sun is trying to break through. Still a bit wet out there. All the rain clouds seem to be circulating around us at the moment. Just hopefully, before we go home next week, we are going to get some decent sunshine. I really hope so. Right, so we're walking up the hill towards the tram station. What I find with Benidorm is it's more hilly than Salou. Plus the tram station and all that. It's much further away from the front than what Salou train station was. The tram we get at Alicante is at every 5 past and 35 past the hour.
La destinación de este tren tram es Alicante. Este tren tram tiene como destino Alicante.
This tram train is going to
Alicante.
Put your bag on the
Right, it's just coming towards 12:30. We're just coming to the resort of El Campello. As we're on L1, after we leave the next station, we actually go non-stop at quite a lot of stations towards Alicante. I definitely feel the heat now. It's really hot out there. From El Campello, we actually go along the seafront itself, and I've looked at the map.
years. I went to 42 for the 46 one. Graduated they were technically some people aren't realised one of that were trouble. Weren't the ones that people see at top. Were basically barrier dollars, flat nothing. And that's the bridge when it walks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. But I think that we're all
Yeah. Okay. Right on. Yeah.
Well, he's got a job, but he's done a lot faster.
Put it down, bank.
As a young footballer.
When I first started going to considering goalkeeper has been sent off for international. He got sent off. Because you're all like that. Any coaching you got the other respect. That's right. Yeah, so you said was he got sent off. I remember we were playing, I think it might have been Rovers. And I think we were quite big Curly said, they were still in. And I thought, so I think there was loads of trouble. And everything. So you couldn't go around.
That's right, Dad, it's dodgy penny on there. Dodgy penny on there.
I remember going in for the year and a half. 85 pounds. This time, the head will come towards his career. I want to see him bend down. You always want to get some penalty in that. So never we never get. You always get some penalty. So all good.
Oh, what a class again, man. What a class again in football. So that time, you have to get a bit, and then it's only brick, is it? It just sorted it all out. It just sorted it all out in 10 minutes, and it was fantastic.
That's Bill ready.
I remember your side, you have to Michael back then, you know. You have a winger from there. No picture, Willie Morgan, yeah. Morgan holds out. You have Reed in midfield.
Yeah, Reed. Morgan will be full Allardyce and all that.
So Morgan went Burns, and then to Bolton, and then he come to Rome. 3 years. They were but he could still get, I mean, they were one of them players who was the goal line, didn't he? Yeah. Swinging in.
So where's Angelina? That's the captain. So we're going to go to the 70.
Yeah, okay.
Ceros a la carta. Fin de trayecto. Fin de trayecto.
End of the line.
Gracias por utilizar nuestros servicios. Gracias por utilizar nuestros servicios.
Thank you for using this service.
Right, it's 25 to 2. We are in Alicante now, just outside Alicante terminal station. I was going to do some train spotting, Spanish train spotting, but unfortunately a number of trains are cancelled, I think due to the heavy rains that have been blowing around Spain at the moment. So there would have just been no point. It's a shame, there's plenty of Renfe trains in there. Trains from here go to Barcelona, takes about 4 or 5 hours. Madrid takes 2 hours and 10. Murcia as well, goes, you can get the train to there. Hope we might come back later on and hopefully things will improve. Okay, so I'm going to walk towards the beach, Alicante Beach. Port is just up ahead. Unfortunately, the rain has come back again. Apparently it's all heading towards Madrid, this rain. So here is the beach at Alicante. The sea looks pretty rough indeed, and out to sea it looks like another storm might be on its way. Those clouds do not look too good up there. Now just up from us is a resort of El Campello. We were thinking of stopping off there, but I don't think we'll have time today. So we might want to get back at Benidorm before this storm hits. That's if it is coming this way. We're going to head back into Alicante City because this cloud does not look very nice at all. It looks very threatening, very stormy out there. Probably hear rumbles of thunder as well, so I think we should retreat before that reaches here. Hopefully it will not. Right, we've decided to walk back to Alicante Terminal Station, which is right beside me. Now, last year when we went to Barcelona and that, Tarragona, I had no trouble at all. When I went to the station there were plenty of security, like quite a few security guys around, so I thought I would ask one. And he said, no, I couldn't go on the platforms. I could photograph in the concourse and that, but not on the platforms. I thought it'd be best just to leave it at that. I don't want to risk a security confrontation while over here. Anyway, today, there's a lot of trains are cancelled today because of the bad weather. So it probably wouldn't have been worth it anyway. Anyway, soldier on. Look through a tiny hole in the fence, we can at least see what trains we got. We got some of the Renfe Alva trains. You go from here to Madrid, it takes about 2 hours and 10 minutes. A trip to Barcelona is about 5 hours from here to Barcelona, Sants and Station de França. You see some of the, you'll see through the holes, I'll do my best, but I've got regional trains around here as well. Go to Murcia as well. I won't be getting a ride on these this year, I'm afraid. But hopefully, if we're back in Spain next year, we will get on one of them. I think we might have asked the wrong staff. Because you see, Renfe don't actually own the station. It's actually owned by ADIF. And we saw their staff around, I think, but there was a queue going in the station reception. everyone obviously inquiring about their train being cancelled. So I think for this year, this station will just throw it in the bin. It's a shame though, because it does look plenty good. It's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least about 12 platforms or so. So on a day when trains are all fully running, I think this would have been a good location, definitely. Okay, it's 5:25. We did manage to find a better spot, or at least I could get a better look at the station. At least getting one train in and out, well, it's better than nothing. So I got one of Renfe's Alva trains. Possibly it'll come from either Madrid or Barcelona, or even Valencia, of course. Now we're going to head back to the tram station. I think it's time to head back to Benidorm.
Юлечка, ну ти зараз на мене будеш дивитися, дуже красиво улыбатися. Хорошо? Я скажу. Ага, воно 3-4 дарусь. Ні, дарусь, не треба піднімати бутилку Дарина. Тут спокійніше, да, моречко?
Так, потім уже в духовку зарізати, воно там все жариться і все. Раз, два, три. Нет, давай, давай.
Посмотри, пляж у нас недалеко. Разом що?
Скільки?
Ще трошки дивіться.
Не трохи.
У мене ставитися на крапочку мій.
З'їш? Рано що, за 6 це не будеш ждати?
Та хто це? Бар, конечно. Вони до барбекю поголодаються ще.
А потім
Там його пожарили, 2 часа було.
А це шашлик чи що? Чи ребра? Чи що?
Стоїть на кості.
А чого на шашлик?
Може було м'ясо.
Це шампурів немає. Шампурів немає. Ми будемо на рішотці посидіти.
Це теж смачно.
Да.
А що нельзя без шампурів?
Нельзя.
А як?
Так туди можна
Сковородинка?
Кстати, шашлык можно в сетке тоже делать. Мы когда с классом ездили, мы даже делали.
Так ситки.
И взрослых не было.
Ситки немає.
А,
Просто
я
рішотка.
понял.
Вона.
Мы в сетке с классом шашлык делали.
Як нема виходу, так
Мы в сетке шашлык, ребра, и потом еще сосиски. На костре.
Хорошо.
И без мангала. Взяли все, мы быстро там из кирпичиков соорудили.
А якщо цей там буде закріплені ті ключі, то підемо в море купатися.
Нам рушник.
Ну і що без рушника?
Тоді всі будуть витиратися твоїми речами.
Твоє.
Ти ж
Заспокойся, будь ласка, досі.
Це ми зараз їдемо до Alicante. Скоріше за все. Ну, я думаю, Alicante менше. Ну, Alicante як провали.
Ні, але бачиш, які.
А воно як Вінниця. Ну я тут при морі готелів не бачу.
А ми не проїхали случайно? Ні? Дивися, бо щось я не пам'ятаю.
Було. Так ми їхали вночі тільки.
Ну так. Це точно.
Ні, це нормально. Наче. Я бачу тільки один готель біля моря. І казино вже в Кравчук. Вірно, не як в Турції. Це ми їдемо по оцій довгій лінії. Потім ми зупиняємося на Ель Кампею і їдемо далі.
Ну так, оця набережна була на фотках Аліканте. Це в інтернеті.
А, десь 40.
Benidorm. Fin de trajecte. Fin de trajecte.
End of the line.
Correspondencia amb la línia 9. Correspondencia con la línia 9.
Connecting with line 9.
Gràcies per utilitzar els nostres servicis. Gràcies por utilizar nuestro servicio.
Thank you for using the service.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock, so out we draw again. This time we're actually going to draw and eat out. I fancy having tapas for dinner, so I think we'll have tapas down on Levante Beach, and hopefully we've got some more pleasant weather tonight. At the moment I can see faint, hopefully clear skies, which I really hope so, because I haven't brought my waterproof coat out tonight. Getting fed up with carrying that thing around. Well, look what we have up there, full moon. Definitely a good sign that we have some pleasant weather tonight. We've got a nice breeze as well, so hope it stays that way. So this is what I've been tucking into tonight, an Iberian meat selection. Got a load of Spanish meats on there. I think chorizo might be on there, some sort of other ham and cheese. I'm having some garlic bread as well. Amstel as well. That is really cheap over here. Chris and Mam's just having a British classic of pork and chips with a salad. Oh well. This is really nice, this. Let's try a little bit of this. Really nice, that. That meal was lovely. I am really full up now. But I think what we'll do is we'll have a trip to Cali Verona, the strip, where I might have one more drink. I think there's a pub called the Rover's Return. So, let's stand there. So the Rover's Return is further down the strip on Cali Verona. This is what I come abroad for. Bars, pubs, clubs, everything. If I'm honest, this strip beats nights out in the UK, I think. We went to the Red Lion last night, and that was fantastic. There's where we've just been in, British Rovers Return Pub, a tribute to Coronation Street. That might be shutting out soon, but everywhere here, well, these will all be open till about, I would imagine, 2 o'clock in the morning, every night through here. Benidorm Hotel, which is this way. So we're just passing Jumping Jacks and Red Lips. Alright, back in the hotel. We've now reached the end of day 4 here in Benidorm. It's coming up to 25 past midnight. Today has been alright, and we went to Alicante. It's not a bad place, had a beach, but we didn't really know the city, so we didn't have much of a look around. If I'm honest, we don't think we will go back there again. There wasn't really much to have a look at. We went to the Alicante terminal station. A couple of things. Well, fortunately, a lot of the trains, Renfe trains, were cancelled because of the rains and all that around. Wouldn't have been a good session. And also, Fanflare did ask one of the security guys beforehand. He said, take pictures on the station. You can't take pictures on the platforms. It's just as well I did ask, otherwise if I went down the end of that platform, he could have approached me and shut us off. I've always known Renfe have been known to be quite strict with rail enthusiasts in the past. But they don't actually own the stations. There's actually the company ADIF that run them. So I think it's a case of us we asked the wrong staff, but the ADIF staff were full of passengers inquiring about the cancelled trains. Oh, we got to Alicante on the Alicante tram system. The trams are nice. I don't know if all of them, but some are built by Bombardier, just like in Blackpool and Nottingham. It took about an hour and 10 minutes to get from here to Alicante. And then once we finished there, we came back. We went out. I had a tapas selection, and we've had a few drinks. We love Cali Corona. We love that strip. Definitely be going back there, of course. Tomorrow, well, we're hoping now the weather's going to be fine between now and next Tuesday. So hopefully we'll be on the beach each night now. See you in the morning for day 5. Good night. Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. It's day 5 of me and my mum's holiday here in Benidorm, Costa Blanca. It's 20 to 11 Spanish time. This looks more promising. Blue skies up there. There is a little bit of cloud though as well. And we're hoping today we might go on the beach. There's a little breeze as well. A few hours ago, earlier on this morning, there was a massive storm here, thunder, lightning and everything. We've seen plenty of them storms this week and we're getting fed up with them. We're hoping from here on the weather's going to be better between now and Tuesday. Right, I think let's hit Levante Beach. hurtling to go on the beach. But unfortunately the seas looks like it's a little rough, and it's actually red flagged. And when the red flags go up, the lifeguards over here are very strict about people trying to get in. Not only that, but it is clouding over as well, and possibly there could be a thunder or two. But thankfully I'm sure the sun's got to get out proper tomorrow and Monday. In the meantime, we'll just, once again, we'll have another walk along the full length of Levante Beach. What is the road train going along Levante Beach, which I have not seen all week. I had one of these in Salou, still do. Right, I'm standing outside the Hotel Sol Pelicanos Orcas. This is quite a famous hotel, this, because apparently this is where they filmed the TV show Benidorm when that was going, which was filled of a star-studded cast. Include, I think, Johnny Vedas was in it, and so was Tim Healy as well. Quite massive as well. It's bigger than our hotel. This is the pools here. This is a picture of them, and they look very nice indeed. Here's one of Benidorm's tourist buses. Now this looks very nice. It actually, well, it's as well as a bus, it actually looks more like a tram, if I'm honest. It actually reminds us of a Blackpool tram, Box 40. It's nice to find this before we go away back home next week. It's now 6 o'clock. We went back in the hotel just for a bit. I had a little swim in the swimming pool, and we're just going to pop back out for a bit more before we go back in again for dinner. At least the blue skies are starting to appear, but it's still a little windy out here. Well, with it being Saturday, Levante Beach and Calidorona are going to get absolute heaving tonight. And with there being a few football matches on in the UK, there'll be a lot of chants going around as well, I would imagine. Right, it's 20 to 9. Just had dinner, and so we're going to be going out again. It is quite humid out there, but it is really windy as well. Just before we get out, I thought I may as well quickly show you the room, what we've had since Tuesday. There's a twin room, obviously my mum sleeps there. I go here. Telly, we actually get some English channels on there. We're getting BBC One, BBC Two, BBC 4 and CBeebies, Sky News. Getting some good radio stations on there as well. Actually, Kiss FM, the Spanish edition was It's a good channel playing all sorts of music, and this is the bathroom. Bath, shower, toilet, bidet, and the sink area. All in all, with this Hotel Poseidon Resort, it's been clean and tidy, but we actually preferred the Hotel California Gardens in Salou last year. We think that was much better than this one. Anyway, we're going to go out and enjoy the evening. We've been a Saturday night. It is going to be heaving out there in Benidorm tonight. As usual, we have to come to Cali Corona, the main strip, for all the cheap bars, pubs and clubs. We are having had a fab time out here tonight. Just been in Morden's Tavern Bar right behind, which was featured in the TV show Benidorm as I can't remember now. Anyway, I think it was Neptune's bar. Anyway, it was featured in the show. Hotel Calypso here looks stunning, lit up at night. You got the Flash Hotel there. These are massive. Now we're going to head back to the lodge. Okay, we're back at the Hotel Poseidon Resort. It's the end of day 5 here in Benidorm. It's now 25 past midnight. I can feel the heat, me. It's like 20 degrees out here. Whew. Not much we've done today. We're hoping to go on the beach, but the sea looked a little bit rough. And because of that, we couldn't get on the boat to Benidorm Island. I don't think we can get there now, because we're hoping if the weather is going to be really hot tomorrow and of course Monday, we'll want to get on the beach to hopefully make up for what has been a little disappointing up to now this week. We went on the strip, so we went in Planet Benidorm and Morden's Tavern. I absolutely love that strip. We will definitely be back there a couple of times before we go. Oh, I'm getting really tired, mate. Well, I've had a few drinks and a cocktail, you know. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the morning for part 6. Good night. Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. It's part 6 of my holiday here in Benidorm, Costa Blanca. It's now 20 to 11. Today is Sunday the 15th of September. Today we're going to go on the beach all day. Finally, we've got decent weather. Just take a look out here what we've got. Blue skies. This is definitely a positive. We've got a little breeze as well. It's very hot and humid out here. Today and tomorrow will hopefully be about relaxation. So, I'll go and enjoy it. You won't see me much now for the rest of the diary. It is beautiful out here. It's actually feeling hot, hot, hot out here. How crowded beach is today. Much busier than what it has been most of this week. I've been swimming in the Balearic Sea. Those waves getting quite high actually. It's all fun though, just don't go too far into it. I've still got another full day of this to enjoy, that'll be tomorrow. It is amazing, this. That was beautiful. Mind you, some of them waves were quite big. Meantime, walk back to the lodge. It is a beautiful day here in Benidorm on Levante Beach. I love the atmosphere. I will actually miss this atmosphere when I go home on Tuesday. If only the weather was as good as this, much more than what we've had this week. Right, it's now 10 to 8. I've been fed already. I went to Matty D's actually. Had the grand burger and I had the beer as well. Anyway, we'll go to Levante Beach for another night. And it's really hot out here. It's about 20 degrees Celsius. As usual, we'll walk to the northern end of Levante Beach, which is what we're doing here, the far end of it we're going to go to. It is quite warm out here. It's like, I think at least 20 degrees out here and a very gentle breeze. It has been a tough week getting through days of bad weather and that, but we've managed to get through it. So this is the northern limit of Benidorm, Levante Beach. Beyond all these hotels, there's not really anything, if I'm honest. apart from the Rocky Mountains and that. So it's a bit different from Salou, as that Cap de Salou was round the corner from Levant Beach. Still, anyway, lovely on this end. You get to see all Benidorm lit up at night. It just looks absolute stunning indeed. I love Benidorm's nightlife. Right, back at the hotel. It's now 20 to midnight. Now at the end of day 6 here in Benidorm. So tomorrow will be the last full day before we go home on Tuesday. It's lovely lit up at night. It's really humid, hot out here. It's like 22 degrees. Finally, we had a decent day today with the sunshine and the heat, so we got on the beach. We've done very well to get through all the bad weather we've had this week. It's an experience though, and tomorrow it's meant to get out fantastic again, which is what we're going to be doing, going on the beach. Probably having a couple of drinks on the strip one more time before we go home on Tuesday. So, thank you for watching this. I'll see you in the morning for part 7. Good night. Hola, buenos dias, hello, good morning. It's part 7 and our last full day here in Benidorm. It's Monday the 16th of September. It's now 20 past 10 and today, for our last full day, we are going to go on the beach. It's looking lovely out here today, a little bit of cloud. There was actually a little drop of rain during the night, but no matter. Still going on the beach. And it's quite hot out here as well. It's getting into 27 degrees Celsius. Well, at least we've made it to our last full day. This is what we waited for. It's a shame we haven't had this weather throughout the whole holiday. Never mind. It's another beautiful morning today here in Benidorm. Really hot out here, so we get at least about 26-27 degrees Celsius. Now, we're going to relax.
Como perfumar en tus huertas en Natal. Quisiera en la tierra valenciana mis amores encontrar. La blanca barranca, la flor del mar.
It's now 4:45. It has been beautiful on the beach today. Went in the Ballery at Sea. Lovely. But that's me done with the beach for this year. Where will we go next year for our summer holiday abroad? I do not know. Meantime, just gonna head back to the lodge for a bit and then we'll come back out for one final night. Right, it's 25 past 6. Out we go for one more final night in Benidorm. And we're going to go to... we're down to the front for something to eat tonight. For our last meal, we've eaten out tonight at KM Player on Levante Beach. I've got Guinness burger and chips here, pint of Amstel, Mum's having lasagna, and a half pint of Amstel. She's enjoying it. And this is the view we have alongside. It's absolutely gorgeous, this. I'll actually miss this, honestly. We're going to start making tracks back to the lodge. We've got to be up early in the morning, so it'll be in the lodge earlier tonight. So this is where I say goodbye to Levante Beach, and of course Panetti Beach and the Old Town as well, as tomorrow morning we will be on the coach to Alicante Airport. It's been good. The weather I know hasn't been the best. At least we did have a couple of gorgeous days. But at least one thing I have enjoyed here is the atmosphere. It has been absolute amazing. Much more lively than Salou, and that's what I wanted. Wonder where we'll be next year. Now, let's go back to the hotel. I'll actually end today's part here. So I've been on the beach, went on the beach, lovely sunny day today. Now, time to we'll go back to the lodge. See you in the morning for the 8th part when we go home. Good night. Right, good morning everyone. It's part 8. Final part of our holiday here in Benidorm. It's now 5 to 7 Spanish time. As you can see, it is still dark, but it's getting lighter. Of course, if we're in the UK, we would have been an hour behind, as it is 5 to 6 over there. A lovely view from the balcony, you know. See the pool. Obviously, it's even more nice when it's lit up at night time. And of course this morning we do fly back home to England. We're going to go and drop our cases with the Jet 2 baggage team after we've checked out. Then we get on our bus transfer over, and it said bus replacement there, we're not on a train. We get our bus transfer over to Alicante Airport. And then our departure time is about 11:15. We're due back in the UK about 1:30 at UK time. It has been good, apart from the weather, but at least we made the best of it, and we did have a few glorious days of sunshine. Now, let's enjoy the journey, heading home to Blighty. Okay, so we've dropped our bags off. It's now 7:20, so we've got like at least 40-50 minutes to kill, so we'll just have a little walk around for a bit. Very strange walking the streets of Benidorm this time of the morning, which we haven't done all week. Buenos dias. It's 7:35 and we have time to come back to Levante Beach one more time. And you thought you saw the last of it. See, the sun is starting to come up. Lights are still on. It looks very peaceful this morning. The Ballery at sea looks very calm. See, obviously Benidorm Island's just out there. That's actually uninhabited, that island. All there is, just a restaurant, snack bar, and also a underwater marine experience as well. You can get the boat there and it costs about €14. I'm gonna miss this. It's been fantastic seeing Benidorm, a place where I finally wanted to go. Finally I did it. And it looks lovely. Now I'm going to head back up to the meeting point, get our coach to Alicante Airport. Just coming on to Ponetti Beach now. So we must be picking someone up here. Everyone's been picked up, so now we are on the way to the airport. It really is now goodbye to Benidorm.
The items left behind. Now it is customary to tip your driver, so if you're happy with the service you've received today, please feel free to put any loose change in the basket at the front of the coach. And I'd like to thank you on behalf of the driver.
There is Alicante Liche Airport. And it's a better terminal than Reyes Airport last year. Right, here we are at Alicante Airport on Jet2 flight LS 584 on a Boeing 737-300. Just over there is a TUI 737-800, and there's a British Airways plane departing. I think that's going to Heathrow, could be, or somewhere else. We'll be back in Newcastle at about 1:30 local time.
We've got a great team in the cabin today, led by our senior Kirsha, and she's joined by Becky, Mariam and Kira. Once we get going, expecting a flight time of 2 hours and 40 minutes, so reasonably quick flight on the way home. Should be mostly smooth, similar routing to the way down that we just took this morning, so it was a nice smooth ride, expecting much the same for the way back. Do keep your seatbelts loosely fastened whilst you're seated though, in case we do encounter the odd bump here and there. I'm doing the flying on the way back, so I'll talk to you once we get settled into the cruise. A little bit of information about the routing we're taking and an update on the arrival time into Newcastle. We haven't got any restrictions out of here this morning, which is nice. At the moment, air traffic has said we're free to go when we're ready, so expecting to push back hopefully in the next 7 or 8 minutes from the terminal here and taxi up to the far end of the airport for takeoff on the easterly facing runway. This will take us out over the sea. We'll make a left turn, fly up past Benidorm. Those of you on the left hand side might get a good view of Benidorm as we go past, and then up over Valencia and onwards from there. Folks, a few reminders about the flight. It is a strictly non-smoking flight. That does include the use of e-cigarettes, and also please do remember the cabin crew on board primarily for your safety, so please pay attention to any instructions they may issue throughout the flight. And that does, of course, include the short safety demonstration they'll show you as we taxi out to the runway for takeoff. Thanks very much for getting to the aeroplane so promptly. It certainly does help us with getting away from the terminal on time. As I said, we're just about ready to go, so I'll leave you to make yourselves comfortable. You're very welcome on board the aeroplane, so I'm pleased to have you, and I'll talk to you again once we get to the cruise.
For takeoff. But first, please make sure your mobile phones, tablets and other electronic devices are in flight mode, fully switched off and safely put away in your hand luggage.
This is because you're not allowed to use them until after takeoff. When the seatbelt signs are switched off, you can use your devices again as long as they stay in flight mode, as you cannot send texts, make calls or access the internet while you're on board.
If your device becomes damaged or hot, produces smoke, is lost or falls into the seat or aircraft, you need to tell us.
No, I don't want to watch. There's a rattling one. I've got about 4 on the jewellery box everywhere.
Beautiful morning, Alicante this morning. In about 20s, it'll be nearly mid-20s out there, and sadly we are going away from it.
Easy daisy. Next Perth we are looking at after getting to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a great flight lined up for you today. But first, here are the safety procedures for our Boeing 737-800. It's very important, so please remove any headphones and listen carefully.
In the seat pocket in front of you, you'll find a safety instruction card.
It has all sorts of safety information, with info on emergency doors and escape routes, oxygen masks, how to use the life jackets, the brace position, and more.
And there's even more safety info in Jetaway, our in-flight magazine.
This plane has 8 emergency exits. These are clearly marked, and we're pointing them out to you now. There are 2 doors at the rear of the cabin, 4 overwing exits in the centre, and 2 doors at the front.
To help you find your way to the exits when there is reduced lighting and visibility, we have additional lighting in the ceiling and in the aisle along the floor. Take a look for your nearest exits now, bearing in mind that they may be behind you.
If you need to leave the plane quickly, take off your shoes or anything else that may damage the slide. Leave all luggage behind and go to your nearest usable exit.
If there's a change in cabin pressure, masks like these will appear from the panel above your head. As soon as you see it, pull down to start the flow of oxygen. Breathe normally as you put it over your mouth and nose, and adjust to fit. Make sure you put your own mask on first before helping anyone else. The bag on the mask may not inflate, but rest assured that oxygen will still be...
sea down there. It's Alicante itself just up there.
boys and girls. Please stay seated for a little longer.
Once the seatbelt signs have been turned off, feel free to move around. But please, buckle up when you're in your seat.
You'll also be able to use any electronic devices you have with you, so long as they stay in flight mode. Please be careful when opening overhead lockers, as things might have moved around.
And don't forget, smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not allowed in any part of the plane, including the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors.
Our cabin crew are busy preparing our award-winning in-flight service. Have a look at our tasty menu and Jet2 shop brochure to see what's on offer. And we'll be with you soon.
moment. Clear skies down there. Some lovely scenery.
And essentially follow the M1 all the way up to Newcastle. Expect a landing on the westerly runway then. As I mentioned before, we are making good progress at the moment, estimating to land into Newcastle at 1:10 in the afternoon. So that should put us on stand about 15 minutes or so ahead of schedule. Weather conditions are forecast to be quite benign. When we get there, I'll have a better idea once we're a little bit closer to the airport. So until then, I'll leave you to enjoy.
Somewhere down here is the French city of Bordeaux. We are passing over France now. got Bournemouth down there, Poole over there. And this, the first time I've seen it, is the Isle of Wight. Just to the right there, that's Portsmouth. The scenery here is stunning. I went for a holiday there 14 years ago. Yeah, you got like Portsmouth round here, also that'll be Southampton up there as well. And that down there, that is Ryde. That's Ryde Pier. That is all of Isle of Wight, one whole view. So you've got like Ryde down there, there'll be Shanklin as well, Ventnor. That's the resort, South Sea. Starting to see places I recognise now. Just passing out over the Thames Valley area, just square to the left, we just passed over Reading. Usually I can tell from the top of the map of the world where we are.
lights. Just down there, I think that might be Luton Airport.
Tyne. Yep, I can see Team Valley down there. All of Gateshead. So the metro centre. There's the exit north. Down. There she is.
everyone. Now that we've landed, please don't stand up just yet.
Rather than standing and waiting, please stay seated and buckled up until we switch the seatbelt signs off. Please leave your phones in your bags or pockets. You can switch them on when we open the plane doors. And just to let you know, you're not allowed to smoke or vape on the journey to the terminal or in the terminal itself. Before you go, please make sure you've got everything with you, and take care when you open the overhead lockers, as some things may have moved during the flight. As you leave us, please take care, as there will be a gap between the plane and the steps or air bridge. If you're travelling with children, please hold their hand. Remember, as the saying goes, mind the gap.
Our friendly customer helpers are all ready and waiting to help you. You can't miss them as they're wearing our famous red uniform and, of course, a big welcoming smile.
From everyone at Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays, we can't wait to see you again soon, and we hope you've all had a lovely holiday.
This plane will be going to Tenerife once it's turned around. Sadly, we're not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Newcastle. The local time is 1:15, which is 15 minutes ahead of schedule. If you have requested any wheelchair assistance with us here in Newcastle, all I ask is that you do remain seated until everyone has disembarked the aircraft and a member of crew will be down to assist you. On behalf of today's Captain Dan Stewart, First Officer Lee Davies, myself and my crew, may we thank you for choosing to fly with us. We do hope you've enjoyed this flight. It certainly has been our pleasure to have you all on board. Once again, thank you. Have a safe onward journey from Newcastle and a very good afternoon to you all.
Right, back in the UK. It's now 7 minutes past 2 UK time. Now we'll hit the road and get home. Let's go. Right, that's us. That's me done with the airport. So, what we're doing first is stop off at the metro centre, just like last year. Feels a little bit strange driving. I've been away for a week. Did, yes. I've forgotten all about that over here, especially up this area. Valley line. Metro Centre, and we are going to call in here for a bit. And here we are for a bit. And there's one straight in there actually, right under the bridge.
That would do me.
Right, we've had a break here, so now back home we go. Heading past Team Valley, Gateshead. Traffic's going a bit slow. This is where it usually is busy around the rush hour time. nearly home now. It's the 167 junction. Take a while getting out that way. And look where we are. Right, home sweet home. Feels weird being back home. We've been away for a week. 20 to 6 UK time it is now. And we are absolutely tired after what has been a bit of an up and down week in Benidorm. So, the whole holiday, how it went. Well, we flew with Jet2 this year, compared to TUI last year, and we actually like Jet2 as well. At least you can put a deposit down and then you can pay all in off the holiday, all off in bits, rather than having to pay all off in one draw, which is what we did. It came to about between 600 and 700 per person. So we stopped at Poseidon Resort. We went to Benidorm based on last year's lovely holiday in Salou, Costa Dorada. So I thought, well, the following year, how about we try Benidorm, Costa Blanca. And it was brilliant. So we started the day. It was alright. Unfortunately, me and my mum weren't actually looking forward to it. Because unfortunately, the weather in Benidorm was not at its best. Half the week it was raining with thunderstorms. And there were some spectacular thunderstorms over there as well. When it rains over there, it rains down a hell of a lot. Well, it comes down quicker than what our rain does. We were just about to give up and come back to Newcastle. But no, we didn't do that. We kept on going. And at least what we did do, each day we kept going out, making the most of it. So we were having drinks on the seafront, on the strip, Cali Verona, and there were a load of cheap British bars there. I think as cheap as €1 a pint for Foster's. I'd known beforehand it was going to be cheap. All my friends, everyone has gone there, and they tell us all about it. Well, now finally I did it. It was my turn to go and see the sights. Because it obviously rained quite a bit and there were clouding quite a bit, meant that we didn't get much sun. We did get on the beach for a bit Monday evening, and we got on Tuesday daytime, and then we also got on the beach on Sunday and Monday. Sunday and Monday were the 2 glorious days. While we're over there, we also went to the old town and Ponetti Beach. That's the quieter side of things. We of course were on Levante Beach most of the night. And there were a load of British pubs there. We saw like the White Lion, the Red Lion, the Rovers Return Inn, the Tower Lounge as well. So good places like Morton's Tavern as well. That's featured in the TV series Benidorm. It was actually known as Neptune's Bar in Benidorm TV series. What else? What other pubs did we see? TT City Bar as well. Quite cheap as well. The Crown as well. We even saw a pub called the Queen Vic as well, so there was an EastEnders inspired and a Coronation Street inspired pub there as well. That was the purpose of the holiday, to go and sample the sun's, well, whatever sun we had, the sea and Spanish hospitality, and of course for me, see what nightlife is like. It gives me an idea that I could go to Magaluf in Mallorca one year for a holiday, but I might do that with mates. So because of all that, there wasn't really much in the way of trains. Although of course Benidorm is on the Alicante tram system, so we got the tram from Benidorm to Alicante. It's a tram train system. I think some of the trams are built, I don't know if all of them, but I know they're built by Bombardier. One of them looked similar to like the Flexity 2 trams in Blackpool. Oh, we had a nice ride. It's single line, a lot of it, but there are some passing loops as well. It took about an hour to get from Benidorm to Alicante. Alicante, the city, there wasn't really much to look around. Me and my man were just bored. We went on the beach as well. I actually did try to do a bit of photography at the station. Now last year I had no trouble whatsoever in Barcelona and Salou, Tarragona. This year I think I decided the best thing to do was to ask a member of staff, but I might have asked the wrong staff. I asked one of Renfair's security guys, and they are known to be quite strict over there and quite more tougher. They actually carry batons and handcuffs around. So I did that, asked one of them who spoke English. He said, "You can take photos of the concourse, but not the trains." I thought the best thing to do was just accept that and move on, because the last thing I wanted was an encounter abroad. Just lucky I didn't start filming straight away, otherwise I would have been in big trouble. So I just had to film a couple of trains somewhere nearby. But actually, it was probably just as well, because there were quite a lot cancelled because of the bad weather in the middle of Spain. Bad weather was near Madrid that day. We of course had our fair share of thunderstorms and rain. The flight with Jet2 was good. Took about 2 and a bit hours from Newcastle to Alicante, then a coach transfer. And coming back was good. Took about then 2.5 hours. Flew over Spain, then through France, and then into England. I saw the Isle of Wight for the first time. We saw like all the south coast of Dorset, and then we went like up through London, like followed the M1 up to the Midlands and Yorkshire, and then to here. And then we just stopped off at the Metro Centre on the way back, and now we're here. Trying to think of anything else that we did in Benidorm. No, not really, but I'll go back again with mates on a proper drinking session. Oh, our hotel, Poseidon Resort, wasn't the best, but it was clean. Had an outdoor pool, a small and a large, it was actually connected to another hotel called Poseidon Palace. But we didn't know we could have actually used the other pool. It had a lounge, had entertainment. The food was a bit naff. A lot of it was bland. They did steaks but no seasoning. There was a lot of bones in the fish. Some of the fish tasted like the garden. On the morning, the sausages weren't even cooked. They don't char them like what we do with our sausages. And the beans could have done with a bit more salt. I am a very, very picky person when it comes to food. I do love me grub, but I suppose you can't expect perfection wherever you go in the world. So, anyway, now that this holiday's over, what next for me? Well, I do have a night in Merseyside, 24th of September. That'll be my next video diary. Going to be stopping in a hotel in Wallasey, actually, called Sheraton's Guest House. So I'm going to be in Liverpool for the night, so I'm going to be doing bits and bobs around there as well. Should be an interesting. Now, of course, I love Liverpool. Normally go for a day, but this time I'm going to go for one night to give us more time to see the city and all that. Well, thank you very much for watching this diary from Spain. You can follow me on Twitter, ls.4, the link is on the bottom left hand corner of the screen. I will see you for my next video diary in Merseyside. Good night.